Hi guys, and welcome to yet another Top of the Best. And today I'm gonna show you the top 5 junglers for patch 4.19. And as there weren't any changes in patch 4.18 for the junglers, this is the underrated junglers. You know what underrated is? Probably you do, but for the people that don't, underrated means that they're not played as much, or they're really not being played, but they are really strong and really able to carry a game. So without further ado, like much the other episodes, I'm gonna start a timer in 3, 2, 1, and the timer started. So at the 5th spot we have Elise. Elise has really high damage. I mean, her burst is incredible, especially when you get some items. You go in, use all your damages, like your spider, your stun, your Q, you just use everything. And then they die, then you just E in your spider form and you go away. Pretty darn easy. You're gonna see that every jungler that's in this list can take a dragon at level 6, so that's pretty good. And she's strong early. I mean, she begins with her ultimate. You don't have to upgrade it or anything, you just begin with it. So you can upgrade your like W or your stun or Q, do whatever you want, but you start with your ultimate. So you use like your spiders, your Q or your stun, then you go to spider form and do the same thing. That's just some really high damage, and not anybody. Some people start with the ultimate, but most of them don't start with the ultimate. So you have 2 abilities, or actually 3 abilities, and they only have 1. I mean, that's really good. And she's really good at tower diving, because she uses like all her poke, all her damage. Then the tower's gonna hit her, but it can't because she just goes to spider form, E's, and the tower can't do anything. So he's also really good at sieging. If you don't know what sieging is that if you're like taking each other's turrets or fighting in the mid lane, that is sieging. This Elise is really good at that, because they wanna take a tower. You just poke him with your W, your spiders do all the work. You just poke him with your like stun, your spiders, everything. So she's really good at sieging. But then everybody has some cons, and a really huge con to her, or that she's not a tank. So she can get insta-popped by like a fed guy, maybe a fed Zinzao or something like that. So she has to be careful, and if she is behind, she is going to just be useless. You know why? Because if she's not a tank, then she doesn't deal any damage. Or I mean, she doesn't tons of damage, but if she's behind, then she's not tanky, she doesn't do any damage. Pretty much useless, and she's pretty hard to play. You gotta hit that stun, you gotta know when to change the spider form and ranged form, so it's kinda hard to play, but still really deserving 5th spot at this list. So we'll go over to Volleyball. Volleyball is a really strong tank, cause its passive does like, I think it's below 20% HP, you regen like 40% or something. It's just really good passive and really helps you in the lane phase. Because if they poke you, just surprise them, they think they can kill you, they go all in, you just Q them backwards, deal tons of damage, they think they can kill you, you pop that passive, and it's just so easy. And he's really good at tower diving, not only because he's a tank, but he has a speed boost and like a knockback. So it's really good. And his damage with his W, oh man, his W is insane. It deals like, you don't have to do any damage, it just deals damage. because it deals damage like of your percentile HP. So the more HP you have, the more damage the W will deal. So really strong, and it deals like 50% HP of someone. Damn, that's strong. And it's actually pretty good at clearing, because E is a fear to monsters, and of course it's W deals tons of damage, of course. And this guy, like all the other junglers, can solo dragon at level 6. And yeah, he actually has some decent ganks. He doesn't have like a leasing Q, but he can't miss anything. So it's pretty easy to play. You just go in with your speed boost, then they come, you throw them back, and your mid lane or your top laner or somebody can just finish him off pretty easy. But some cons to him though, or if he's behind, it's pretty weak, because he needs to afford the Giant's Belt, the Sunfire Cap, the Warmogs. But if he's behind, he can't do that, and he can't get kited. It's like the same deal with Rams. You go in, use your speed boost, you wanna throw him back, but you can't, because you get kited. They just go away, other attack you, and then they just pop you. So I mean, like, what can you do? And then at the third place we have Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks has a fear. You know what that does? That's incredible. He has a fear, he has a silence, he has damage, he has heals, he has everything. Oh, he doesn't have heals because he can only heal himself with his W. And he doesn't need any leash, like a top laner. If you start blue, your top laner doesn't have to give you any help, because the W just heals you, and you'll pretty much get full HP at all times. And if you actually search on YouTube, you can solo dragon at level 3. Just search it up and you will find it. I mean, that's incredible. But I suggest you to do it at level 4, or not level 4, I mean level 5 or 6. Because if someone finds you, they will kill you no problem. And he has so much sustain. I mean, he never dies in the jungle. His W, his fear, his E deals damage in an area. His W heals him. I mean, that's just incredible. And his ultimate is really what makes Fiddlesticks. His ultimate deals so much damage. It's incredible. One good ultimate can win you the game. And he's pretty squishy, but your ultimate works with your Zonias. So if you use your ultimate, you can just Zonias, and your ultimate will still deal damage. So that's why he also can carry incredible. But then some cons to him though are he's weak if he's behind, because he needs to build that HP. AP. He needs to build that Zonias. But if he can't, then it's pretty much useless. And his ultimate does anything. So if you miss your ultimate, you do nothing. And like I said earlier, you can get insta-popped, but it's not really a problem, because when you get to the Zonias, nobody can touch him, and that will insta-die. Trust me. So Fiddlesticks really deserve third spot at this list. Then, so close to the first spot, we have Shyvana. Shyvana has really high damage. Not only she's tanky, but she also has some really incredible damage. So she goes in with her ultimate, W's, hits her E, then Q's, and then the other guy's probably dead. So it's like really good, and she doesn't need any mana or energy or life drain. I mean, some abilities take your life, it doesn't do that. Energy? Nope. Mana? Oh hell no. She doesn't need any of that. She just uses nothing really. She can just spam her abilities all day, all night. And is really good at 1v1. Because she is tanky of course. So she W's, E is Q, and her W is like a sunfire cape. So it deals damage in an area, and That's just incredible. And ultimate actually knocks him back and stuff. I mean, that's just insane. But some hands to him though, all his weak is behind. He needs to build the iron because you need to build iron. Because you can only if you only buy young iron, you need to buy all the so if you are behind, you're pretty weak. And yes, your damage or attack is ultimate. Because it's ultimate isn't any cooldown. So you have to get attacks to affect you, or you have to attack them. So I mean, that's pretty bad. Like if you're camping somewhere and out of nowhere they just come, that I mean, you won't do anything because you don't have the ultimate. So try when you go in, you have the ultimate, because otherwise you'll get used. But Ivana, really level second spot. Not only because you carry me, not only because she's so tanky, but only because she has no cost on her abilities. Not only because she's tanky, but because she has damage. So, let's go. First spot at this list, coming in at 1,350 OP, we have Zen had some incredible damage, man. When I play him, I insta-pop him, and they can't do anything. Cause when I build my damage, I never die. You know why? Cause my W, every third strike, I get HP back. And with my W, it gives you like an attack speed steroid. So it's really good. You will have some attack speed that goes into the build. Like you build a Trinity Force, or of course, when you stack and get the throw flare, you will just be amazing. And his clears are pretty darn good. I mean, like I said, his clears, he never dies in the jungle. It's like Fiddlesticks. He never, ever dies in the jungle. When does he die in the jungle? Never. He always survives. And it's thanks to his W and his Q, because it also deals really massive damage. And like the other ones, he can solo dragon at level 6, and he can build tank, and he can build damage. I like to go damage because I'm bold, but you can build tank, because not only he will never die, you can build damage and you can never die, but if you tank, then he will never ever in the history of League die. That's just how good Xin Zhao is, and his split pushing is amazing. You know how much his Q does. His Q does like 15% of the turret's HP. Then you have your W attack speed stereo. You take the tower with ease. So Xin Zhao has really carried me. I mean, I saw him a bit. I've never actually seen him being played. Then I saw him. He insta-killed me. I bought him. Then I bought Xin Zhao. I insta-killed them. But like every champion, he has some cons. He's weak and behind. He needs to build some damage to be useful. And he has no escape. Like if someone comes and you can't 1v1 him, most of the time you actually can. But if you can, if you go top lane for some reason, then you can't go anywhere. The only real escape you have is your flash, but that's not inbuilt in his kit. So if someone comes, you don't have your flash up. The flash is like a 5-minute cooldown. So you don't have that up, then you'll probably die. But like I said earlier, Xin Zhao never dies. And he has to stack that Fatal Flare. He actually dies if he doesn't stack the Fatal Flare. But I mean, his clears are pretty fast. so it will stack the file flare really darn easily. So, what did you think about this top 5? Did you agree? Did you dislike it? Would you feel like any other champ would be here? Like Shaco, Yorick, Zac, Cho'Gath maybe? I don't know. But you know. So let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in my next episode. Bye.